So you guys just watched the movie, and we were in the theater together. So what do you guys think about the movie? What's your impression?
I think the movie...
Back in that bag again. Whoa, yeah. Hey. Back in that, yeah. Tell them to watch.
We are waiting for Miss Maria. I ain't gonna lie to you. We are a little bit late to the movies right now. Hopefully, we will make it in time. We're gonna wait for Barbie, and then we gotta grab the Uber, and we're gonna head out to the mall to try to catch the representation for Barbie, the movie. Yes, you heard it right, guys. Today we're gonna go see Barbie, the movie, in Medellin, Colombia, with the Colombian Barbie. Hopefully it's not sold out. I don't think it's gonna be sold out, but you never really know.
A few moments later.
So she says that she's here, and I guess she's here. So let's welcome her right here. Hola.
Listo.
¿Estás bien? Okay, guys. So ¿cómo te llamas?
Maria Fernanda.
Welcome. Are you excited?
What?
¿Estás emocionada por la película?
Yes, sí, muy emocionada.
This is the Colombian Barbie.
Sí, Colombia.
Okay, guys, so we're gonna go and grab the Uber real quick, and I'm gonna be back with you because we don't have a lot of time. So I'm gonna see y'all in a few. 5, 3. Okay, guys, so we are going into the movie. It's possible that she lost her phone in the taxi or in my house. Hopefully it's in my house, we're not sure, but we're going in the movie. We're gonna check it out and we'll let you know how it is. So I'll talk to y'all after. Let's go. We just got out, and yeah, there's gonna be a lot to talk about, so get ready for it. So we're gonna see you later. Peace. Okay, guys, so we are at the exit. We just come out of the movie, and I thought I would ask people's impression and know what they're talking about, what they think about the movie, before I give my own opinion. So I have 2 new friends. And they speak English, so it's even better. So what's your name?
Hi, I'm Andrea.
Estefania.
Okay. So you guys just watched the movie, and we were in the theater together. So what do you guys think about the movie? What's your impression?
I think the movie is amazing. I love it because it
Can you
talks
speak a bit
about...
loud?
I love because they talk about the powerful of women, so we can change the word. That is the meaning of the movie.
Oh, okay. What about you? What do you think?
Yeah, I think that women now can be more empowered of the world.
What was your favorite part about the movie? Like your favorite part?
My favorite part was when Ken and Barbie understood that like they can be themselves, separate, but then come together.
They can be their own person.
They can be their own person and then come back together and be the best.
I like that. No, that's good.
Like
what about you? I like that.
I don't know, I love it a lot about everything. What was my favorite part? Let me think. Probably when Barbie says she's a new Barbie depression.
Oh, the depression.
Yeah.
I laughing a lot about it. When Barbie discovered the new world.
Ah, okay, when they went out, okay.
Yeah, when Barbie discovered like it was like a real world out there with feelings.
The real world, okay.
Yeah.
Is there a part that you didn't like about the movie? Is there something you didn't like?
No, I think it's pretty much like the reality.
Ah, okay,
Like
cool.
what's happening right now in the world. I think it's pretty much like we see everywhere.
What about you? Is there something you didn't like?
That I didn't like because when Ken tried to change the world because he wants to change the Barbie world to realize that the real world because everything is driving with men. So I hate that part.
You don't like that part?
No, I didn't.
Is it you don't like that part in the movie, or you don't like that part like because it makes you?
Because it's something like is real in base of the real life. So that's why I hate it.
Oh, okay. And do you have like a message you want to share for someone outside of Colombia that's never been to Colombia? Maybe they're thinking about coming to Colombia. Could be anything. Doesn't have to be with the Barbie movie. It could be anything. You have a message that you want to share with them?
Yeah, of course. You don't have to be afraid about Colombia because the story is changing right now. Anything is about Pablo Escobar right now, so we are different. So you can come and be friendly here, and you're gonna love Colombia. I know it.
Oh, okay. What about you? You have something?
But based in the movie or?
No, anything you want to say about Colombia and someone that's never been here.
Okay, I want to say that I have many things to say.
Go, say all of it. Say all of it.
Yeah, what do I have to say? I think that Colombia, I mean, especially like the biggest cities, Medellin, Bogota, and yeah, you can see how everything has developed.
We have amazing places, restaurants, and women. And the first thing I think is the best thing in Colombia is the food.
The food is the best.
Yeah, it's the best in the world.
Yeah, but I also think that people should come here not just only like to party and stuff, like, but to bring development too, like bring us some like smart
to help the
things
country
to
and
do.
contribute something.
Exactly, I would like people to contribute to the country, just like
not
party
just take,
and
take,
stuff,
give.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm back home. So let's get into the review. I got a lot of notes. I think that, first of all, before we get into whether or not Barbie, the movie, is woke, if Barbie, the movie, is feminist and divisive and against man, did I think it was a good movie? No, I did not. To me, that was garbage. To me, that was a terrible movie. That was probably one of the worst. I'm serious. That was one of the worst movies I've ever seen in theater. Like, that was honestly horrible. It's supposed to be a comedy. Like when when you don't laugh, you just go like this at a joke that's supposed to be like a key joke. That happened to me a lot. And you know what also I find interesting is I arrived in the theater, right? And I'm in Colombia, I'm in Medellin. That's what I like about making reviews like this as I'm traveling. And you let me know if you like when I do reviews like this as I'm traveling. I know this is like a travel vlog channel, but I am traveling and I am vlogging and I'm talking to you about something that, a lot of people are interested in right now. The room was packed. It was packed and people were not. I felt like there was no one in the room because everything was so dead silent. At times you could hear when like jokes that were really hitting, you could hear maybe 5. And this is a room that has maybe 300 people, 200 people. the jokes that were really like the zingers that were hitting, right? You could hear maybe 4 people laughing, maybe 3 people laughing, maybe 10 at the most hilarious jokes in the movie.
How dare you?
Interestingly enough, I did hear a few snoring. I'm not gonna lie to you, I swear. I should have pulled out my camera and filmed.
Boring!
The editing was weird. The script is extremely weird. Extremely weird. Like, and I ain't even, this is not political. This is just me talking filmmaking wise. Editing is so weird and the script was so bizarre, disjointed. And I'm gonna try to really keep it light on the spoilers, even though I would recommend you don't watch this. Sometimes you could clearly see that the story was going somewhere and they had to pause the story, they had to pause the progression of the script to talk about the message or to bring in politics instead of focusing on the story. But as far as the feminism, as far as the politics, it's extremely political, extremely political. I don't understand people that really found this movie funny. I don't get it. To be honest, I was expecting this. Because from the first trailer, for me, from the first trailer that we see, which is the first scene of the movie where the little girls are trashing the baby dolls to pick the Barbie in the Space Odyssey reference, I already could see. It felt like, to me, it felt like many things. It felt like many references and many nods. And one of the nods that it felt like a bunch of girls, future mothers maybe, or future non-mothers, choosing to not keep their babies. Maybe I'm looking too far into it. I ain't even gonna get into that, my opinions on that. I ain't even gonna talk about that. But it felt like it was almost a commercial for girls choosing to go the route of the big A. We don't want that baby type thing. Ryan Gosling, I love him. I really like Ryan Gosling as an actor. For me, it wasn't really amusing. His role wasn't really amusing. I guess if I had to say it was the most amusing part of the movie, but I didn't find it particularly funny. In the movie, Barbie goes into the real world to meet up with the little girl that's supposed to be playing with her, and supposedly the little girl is sad, which is affecting Barbie in the Barbie land, and because of that, Barbie has to go to the real world and try to fix the little girl because she's sad. But she only wants to fix the little girl to help herself because she's struggling in Barbie land because the little girl is sad. So she's trying to help the little girl to help herself. But the little girl is extremely like mean-spirited and unhappy. And I felt like almost all the kids in the movie were really like jaded at everything, unhappy. They want us to be more like the sad, mean, unhappy people. That's neither here or there. The movie, it feels like the mother is single. It feels like the mother is a single mom, but in fact, she's not a single mom. In fact, she's married and she has a husband. She's like a Ken. Interestingly enough, she's like a Barbie. She's successful. She has money. She works for Mattel, actually, the company of Barbie. But she treats her husband like he's a Ken. He's like this dumb, stupid, awkward dude that tries to learn Spanish because she's Hispanic. So he's trying to learn Spanish for the wife, I'm guessing. And he's being made fun of for trying to learn. And at one point, they even refer to him or to what he's doing as cultural appropriation for trying to learn Spanish. So that was interesting, that learning another language seems to be cultural appropriation. But hey, maybe I didn't understand that part, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened. You let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. You know, like, it's very interesting because in the movie, they have a lot of references against capitalism, against that capitalism is evil and bad and horrible. But in the movie, there's a clear 3 or 4 minute commercial for Chevrolet, the car company, the car that the mom is driving, and there's a chase scene, and it's a very clear commercial of product placement, but not subtle at all. Subtlety is lost on the director of this movie. Subtlety does not exist. It's a blatant commercial that lasts 3 minutes or 4 minutes nonstop, where it's all about, look how Chevrolet is awesome. I don't know if this movie is for kids. I don't know if this movie is for adults, because it's a lot of talks about patriarchy and the the Supreme Court and the like lower court and all sorts of shit that honestly kids will not understand. Like honestly, this is gonna fly over a kid's head like a plane would fly over a kid's head. Also, it seems to send out the message in the world that being pregnant is bad, because there's a Barbie that's a pregnant Barbie, and she's being made fun of, and she's being looked at like disgusting, seemingly, for being pregnant. It's very clear because every time the pregnant Barbie comes through, it's always, oh, what do you want? Or what is this? Or it's very weird because it's supposed to be this inclusive thing, but then they're putting out that being pregnant is disgusting. You got a fat Barbie, you got an handicapped Barbie, you got black Barbie, you got all types of Barbies. Interestingly enough, you don't have a fat Ken. All the Kens are really fit, very fit, in shape, cut, in the gym. So there's no fat Ken. So all in all, I would say this is one of the worst movies that I've ever seen in my life. There's a very interesting part because in the movie, the president is a black Barbie. Whatever. You understand what they're trying to put out with this. We all know. Okay, cool. The story goes that Ken turns Barbie Land into this patriarchal, whatever you want to call it, this patriarchy in a matter of one day. So in a matter of one day, I ain't going to say how it happened because I'm trying to avoid spoilers. But in the matter of one day, Ken is able to take all these strong, independent, smart women, because all the women in Barbie Land are all doctors, lawyers, presidents, Supreme Court, whatever, judges, whatever, right? But in one day, Ken that's supposed to be stupid, right? But in one day, he's able to turn everyone into these like anti-feminist, what they're trying to represent, I guess, as bimbos. Interestingly enough, they're like the girls are all like enjoying themselves and laughing. So the girls become the jobs that a lot of the guys had before, a lot of the Kens had before. The girls become that. The girls are having a great old time. The girls are laughing. The girls are enjoying themselves. The girls are having the time of their lives being that. A very interesting line in the movie is when the president, she's still the president, I guess, but she's a bartender now, and she's serving drinks to guys playing volleyball or whatever, which is kind of a lot of what the guys used to do before. The guys are flirting with her and all types of stuff. And the president, interestingly enough, she said something that really puts the whole movie in a nutshell. How kind of stupid, unaware of what it's actually putting out, that anyone that actually has a brain and actually thinks about the movie beyond just, oh, this is just dumb entertainment, but actually gives it some thoughts, will be like, yo, that's not working out. The girl president says, oh my God, this is so much more fun than being president. You just basically said that girls will have a better time. You basically said that girls will have more fun, be more happy, and feel more fulfilled being a bartender and serving drinks to dudes and being flirted with and being looked at as this pretty hot girl than being president. That's basically what you just said, because you just said the character that the president that's supposed to be smart, that's supposed to be intelligent, just said that she is enjoying more doing the job of a bartender than being president. You are basically telling people that pursuing these high career, pursuing these high jobs, if you're a woman, you will not find happiness, you will not have fun. But if you take on a position like a bartender, if you're being a girls, quote unquote, you will find more happiness. That's basically what you just said in this part. Yo, I don't know. Also, interestingly enough, when the girls, okay, so this is a spoiler, but I think it's important to talk about this part if you want to understand why I feel this way about the movie as a bad piece of propaganda, let's talk about it. So all the girls became bartenders and became like bimbos or girls or whatever you want to call it. And Barbie and a little clique that did not turn like this decide that they have to change their minds. So basically they decide to kidnap the Barbies that became girls, put them in the back of a van, and try to brainwash them into thinking the right thing, the right agenda, and change their mind to bring them back into what they should be, what a woman should be in the opinion of the people behind the movies. When they were bartenders and whatever, that's bad. It's worth it kidnapping them, physically kidnapping them, to brainwash them into being feminists. This is a mess, okay? So this is my opinion. This is what I think about the movie, but I want to know what you think. Would I recommend you watch this movie? No. Would I recommend maybe wait for it to be on streaming for free? Maybe. Probably no. And also, I want to know what you think about me doing reviews like this for certain movies when I'm traveling, when I'm going to other countries and seeing how people in other countries are taking the movies and how they're seeing it, how the culture is different in different countries. So guys, on that note, I'm going to let you go. Barbie is a no. Eddie goes Hollywood. I'm out. Peace.